Alright, we have completed everything and laid it out on the table. So our crabs are all set. Nate cannot wait to dig in. Charlie is ready. We've got our oysters, we've got our shrimp, our spinach, and then our spaghetti. And the spaghetti we tossed in a couple fresh mushrooms as well, which we had in the fridge. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze out some lime onto it. We've added a little salt, and so you're just going to dump that in, catching most of it here in the shell. Alright, cheers. Yeah. And just slide it on in. Yeah. And that is delicious. The lime really brings out the flavor and adds a lot to it. Alright, what we've done is we've started the meal and we've put some pasta, some of the shrimp on the plate, as well as a couple legs. And then what we'll do afterwards is we'll dive into the bodies themselves, and we'll go through on how to open that up. What you do want to do is, as you're going through your legs, there are some utensils that you can use obviously, but in this instance I prefer just to kind of chew on it and open it up and pull it open that way. But what you will want to keep is one of the smaller, pointier pincers, and you can use that to dig out smaller pieces of crab meat as they get stuck. Alright, so here we go, we're going to try the pasta. Pasta tastes exceptional. What we did is we slightly undercooked it because we all kind of like it a little chewier. Next, we're going to try one of the shrimp. And one trick I've always found with shrimp is that if you peel the first half of it, it makes it significantly easier. What you can do is you can just peel that off so it kind of looks like that, and then you just squeeze it at the table while you're holding this other part, and it comes right off. Hold on. That's absolutely fantastic. It's a little overcooked because we sat it on there and we started it up about the same time we started the crab. So next time I would undercook it a little bit. The next is leg. So I'm going to open that up. And again, like I said, for me, I'm really careful about my teeth, but I like to just kind of bite into it, be careful of little chunks, and then just kind of ease it out. There's a lot of flavor in this. And that tastes absolutely fantastic. The crab is the highlight of the meal, absolutely, through and through. Alright, here we go. We're going to go through the body. And what you're going to do is this part right here is the best way to get into it. So just grab a fork, and you're going to slide it under, and this piece will slide up. Now just take your thumb and hold it, and you're just going to pry the whole top off. What it should do is it should just open up just like this here.
Nice.
And so you're going to set that aside. And then what you've got here is you've got your your central area, and then you've got this, which kind of looks like meat, but it's actually lung. You definitely do not want to eat that. So you're just going to peel all of that off.
And the way that you can tell it's lung is it's got a different texture to it and this grayish color. And that's what makes it stand out as of the white meat.
And all the white meat is going to be down in the case. And what you're also going to do is the area here immediately, these two chunks where the legs came off are going to be the good parts. And what you're going to want to do is scrape out all this other kind of butter and entrails and intestines and things like that in between and in the middle. And then typically I'll break it in half and then clean it up a little bit, and then you're just going to break these into all the little compartments, and it's kind of like a little honeycomb. And that honeycomb is full of delicious meat. I've got half a node right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrunch it a little bit and then break it apart. The really wonderful thing is that it's a little tricky, but all the shell fragments in there are all really thin. And don't worry if you have a slight kind of brownish paste. Really it just adds flavor. And there's just meat everywhere. It tastes absolutely phenomenal. And this is where you really notice your seasonings and flavorings and whatnot that you put in the water. And that's where it really pays off, especially the salting. Alright, we're just wrapping up the meal. It's been absolutely delicious. We've got a rather large, disgusting pile of crab and shrimp bits and oyster chunks and everything else. But the meal was absolutely delicious. It came out very well and just absolutely flavorful and succulent. All said and done, everything cost about $40. So you can do this whole meal between the three of us. It cost us about $14 a piece. really, realistically, just $1 or $2 more than doing lunch or dinner at a fast casual restaurant like Pele or Baja Fresh. So I encourage you all to try it. And this has been a blog post on virtualwayfarer.com. Thanks for tuning in.